So it's December 18th, and I'm out here hunting with just the camera. I'm back in Kentucky. Yesterday I had a exciting yet frustrating hunt in Ohio. I saw a lot of does. Saw something I've never seen before. I saw 4 spike bucks walking single file out of the neighbor's woods into the cut beans across the fence. Filmed them, which is cool to have a close encounter, but frustrating that didn't see any big mature bucks. It's a tough area to hunt for a lot of reasons, but especially as we get into December here, all the food is on the neighbors to the north, and it's a 40-acre parcel that I hunt, and only 20 is legitimately and realistically huntable that has any decent amount of cover and sign. And I've hunted it for 3 years back in the past, several years ago, so I know that farm pretty good. There's some big deer around. There's some giant deer, but it's hard to compete with all that food across the fence, so you have to pick your battles. I will be back next year in October, November. I'll hit it pretty hard, along with here in Kentucky. Hopefully tag out here early so I can put more time earlier in the season when the bucks are cruising. It's a pass-through farm. So anyway, what I'm doing today is I'm excited to be out here tonight because I've been waiting for 5 weeks to come back in here and try to lay eyes on a buck I call Coke Can. He's gonna be my #1 hit list buck on this farm next year. He'll be 5.5, and he'll be a giant. And it's been 5 weeks since I've been in this tree stand, since I shot fresh back on November 8th. And I wanted to wait until we had cool to cold temps. Could be colder tonight, but it's not too bad. It's been raining for 4 days, and now the barometric pressure is high. We have a north wind blowing straight from the beans and the grass where he's been bedding and feeding, and blowing right towards me. So high pressure, right wind, and it's a red moon. And right now is the time of year when the bucks are focused primarily on putting the feed bag on in order to survive the rigors of the rut. So the mission tonight is to just sit tight and hopefully lay eyes on Coke Can for the first time. He's going to be a giant next year, so we'll see what happens. Mission accomplished. I haven't seen him since, I want to say, July. I captured some video of him with the drone in the beans, and that was the only time I've seen him. That was a treat, but that was the reason I came in here. I just knew it. Cold wind, northwest. 4 days of rain that stopped about an hour and 45 minutes before I got out here, and a red moon. You know, you check all the boxes, you line up all the stars just perfectly when you stack the odds in your favor, when you wait until the timing is right. Now, if I didn't have a buck tag filled, I'd be after this deer. peak of the rut's over with, but it was pretty obvious that young of the year doe is probably entering into her first estrus cycle, because man, as soon as all the other bucks got within 10-15 yards of her, he chased them all off, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna sit here for another maybe 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna get out. I don't wanna spook this deer. Man, red moon, north wind in my face the entire time, and because it rained the last 4 days and just stopped about an hour and a half before I got here, my lone wolf seat is soaking wet, so I've been standing for 3.5 hours, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not gonna kill me. But that was exciting.